This one's gonna be pretty unpopular, but simply I do not care. The Munsters is a brand new 2022 comedy film directed by Rob Zombie, starring Sherry Moon Zombie, Jeff Daniel Phillips, and Daniel Roebuck. And I was very excited for this movie leading up to it. I am a big Rob Zombie fan, and I mean a fan. I'm not just somebody who casually enjoys House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects every October. I am a fan of Rob Zombie, and I love the Munsters, the original series, and I know that Rob Zombie is a huge fan of the Munsters as well, so I had a lot of faith in this movie. So let's go ahead and jump into it, starting off with the good, and I had a very fun time with this movie. You have the cast in here. First of all, Daniel Roebuck as the grandpa is absolutely terrific. I love his portrayal of this character. It feels the most true to the original series, but also doing his own thing in Rob Zombie's style. I just really love this character and the way Daniel Roebuck plays him. It's absolutely hilarious. And also Sherry Moon Zombie as Lily. I really like her in this movie as well. I'm one of those people who do not get the hate for Sherry Moon Zombie. I think she's a good actress, and I love the fact that Rob Zombie casts her in all of his movies. I love the idea of a filmmaker casting the person that he loves and shares his life with and wants to show her off to the world. I really love that, and the incels cannot stand it, but I really love that. As somebody who wants to be a filmmaker, that's something I really want to do if I eventually get into that. But I just really like the way she played Lily. And of course you have Jeff Daniel Phillips as Herman Munster, and he's great in this movie. I know a lot of people are comparing him to Fred Gwynne's version, just like people are comparing Sherry Moon Zombie to the original Lily and Daniel Roebuck to the original Count. But I feel like watching this movie as Rob Zombie's interpretation and doing his own thing is the best way to go about this movie. Yes, Jeff Daniel Phillips is no Fred Gwynne. Nobody will replace Fred Gwynne, but I really love the way Jeff Daniel Phillips plays this character. He's absolutely hilarious. And I've seen a lot of people complain about the dad jokes, but you're not a dad like I am, I guess. I really love the dad jokes in this movie, especially from Fred Gwynne. He's funny. And I really love the chemistry between him and Sherry Moon Zombie. That's another thing a lot of people have scrutinized, is that the chemistry doesn't feel natural. I think it does. I really love the chemistry between Herman and Lily. I love the Count's annoyance with Herman, but eventually somewhat warming up to him by the end. And I really like the story here. It felt like a worthy prequel to the original series while also being its own thing. It felt like an extended prelude to the original series. I really like that. I love the costume design. I love the makeup on the characters. Some people have scrutinized it, saying it looks fake, but it's based off a 50s sitcom. What do you expect? And I also really love the set design of the Count's castle and also of the Mockingbird Lane house, which Rob Zombie actually built from the ground up to film this movie. I probably would have liked a little bit more of the Mockingbird Lane house, but I really hope that Rob Zombie does get picked up for sequels for this movie. And like I said, the humor is great. I love the score as well. It's really great. I just enjoyed seeing Rob Zombie do a more family-friendly movie after building an entire career off of some of the most vulgar horror movies ever made. See him do something a little more family-friendly. I enjoyed that. And that's about all for the good. On to the bad. And there's maybe one thing I wasn't a fan of, and that's the runtime. I know I like the fact that this feels like an extended episode of the original series, but a little bit of the middle part drags on just a little bit, but that's about all for the bad. On to the final thoughts. I really loved this movie. And I think that those who are fans of Rob Zombie, again, you have to be a fan, not somebody who just slightly enjoys House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects each October. You have to be an actual fan of Rob Zombie to really get this movie, and I definitely am a big fan of Rob Zombie. So The Munsters is a very fun film from Rob Zombie. I really loved it. I'm glad I went ahead and bought it, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. That was my thoughts on The Munsters. Have you seen this movie? Let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.